Hi everyone. It is Hi everyone. It is me, Jordan Long here. And today I'm making my live stream I haven't made since last month from my new reckoner. Now some of you folks might want to know, is there any downsides? Well, the only flaw or bug that I have seeked on small soft Windows 11, I don't is that anytime it goes to sleep, it shuts the loudness off to the speakers. So I have to shift it off, never go to sleep. And the only time that it will ever get rest or is when I shut it down to go to sleep for the night. And I know there's going to be folks out there saying, oh, well, there's ways to heal it. Yeah, well, I seeked all the ways and none of them work for me. The way that my Windows 11 is set up, it's not set up the same way everybody else's is. So what someone might show you on the film doesn't really mean it's going to work for you the same way. You know? Sorry for clearing my throat. Sally, that happens. You know? So I'm doing this live stream and someone came on and then he left. And everyone has a held belief over, who that first watcher is. Some folks believe, and there really isn't any truth to back this one up, is they think it's someone from YouTube coming in to see if your films are following the followership oversight, which hopefully your films are following oversight and followership oversight anyway, not only for live streams, but for uploads and for everything. But there really doesn't truly seem to be any truth to back it up. You say something, someone's watching, but they don't write anything in your shout out box. They don't thumb up your live, so there isn't any way to know it. They're watching. So unless they hushed their web shooter somehow or their speaker somehow, they can't hear anything or they can't see anything. I don't know. So it is what it is. And need be, I picked a bad time. But hey, I didn't know I was going to be in the mood to do a live stream until then. So I can't be held answerable for meeting everyone's time zone. I can't meet the Eastern. I can't meet the Western. I can't meet the Heel. I can't meet the Middle. So I'm sorry if I can't, match up with everyone's time zone so everybody can watch this live stream or watch it when they want to watch it. So, anyway, yeah, I got my new reckoner. I got my new reckoner from some business that goes by the name of American, I don't know, Megatrig or something. I don't know. The brand name or the team's name is SUISHIHUA. I can't say the name, to be honest with you. Well, good live stream, Jordan. I watch and like it. Well, thank you. And can I do something with this? Yeah, I guess I can. Yeah, I can. At first, that just seemed to be a setting that only folks. So yeah, if you just seen me, I hit that heart. That was me, and it's the first time that they let you do it. Before, only those who were watching your lot, only those who were, watching your live or your live stream or whatever you want to call it, could do that in your shout out box. Now I know it's not much, but I still like, doing things like that. It might not be as cool as what the mates have, but then again, who really cares that much about the over shout out box and about the over thanks and all this shit? But then again, being on this website was never about getting gouged. It was never about getting, getting mateship. It was never about having showings showing up on my films, either because I studied them there or not. Mateship was never one of my goals. It'll never be one of my goals. Now there's a now now for anyone who does have small soft Windows 11, and I guess there's a very short list of folks because Microsoft or SmallSoft made it where your Reckoner had to meet all the inner workings to take it on when it first came out in 2021 YL. For those unlucky, you either had to buy a Reckoner like I had to do to even get SmallSoft Windows 11. So the next update offshoot of Windows 11 will be called 23H2, and that won't be out until sometime in the fall. So somewhere either the 10th month, the 11th month, or the 12th month, around there. So if you got Windows 11, you should see, I guess that will be showing up in your upload downloader soon, sometime in the fall. Take that on. You'll get some tools and settings that A, you might do something with, B, you might not do nothing with. But at least it will set your updates back it'll reset your updates for the next 8 between months. So yeah. Because they're still doing that, they haven't doing that. It said, I love your live stream. Well, thank you for that. Let's see, what do I do? All right, I go with that one. It's the first time that YouTube or USide or UWay let you do it. In the past, when this tool or setting first showed up, only those who were watching your live stream could do it. But now you have some running lead over your live stream. Yeah, you could hush and lock folks, that's true. You could make some overseer, that's true. You could write on your own live stream. But still to this day, they still don't let you thumb up your own live. So, yeah. And someone might say, do you do shorts? The answer to that asking thing is no, because I don't have a wireless far speaker. And they still have not given it to folks. They still have not made it where you can do shorts on a middle top Reckoner or a board top Reckoner or it all in one. They haven't done it yet. And I feedback them on it sometimes, but I guess I'm the only one doing it. So anyway, so the web shooter that my Reckoner came with, and I'll show it to you, and this is a slight of shit. Forgive my speech. It is. It's worthless. It's badly made, cheaply made. It makes you, you always hear a lot of loudness, ringing, and pitches and loudness in your films you didn't put there. Also, it makes you all hush and everything. So yeah, this is a really badly made, cheaply made web shooter. So I had to go back to running my Jolly combo, which SmallSoft Windows 11 upscales very well. And as you know, I did get it, as you know. So yeah. And yes. And I haven't done a live stream since last month, So as of right now, I got 2 folks watching, 1 thumbs up. I guess that's good. But I guess if I was more well known and I did cool things that everyone liked, then I guess I'd be getting more. Not to say that I'm not well liked. I mean, I'm well known by some folks. We'll put it that way. I'm well known by some folks, not everyone. So now we got 2 thumbs up. from, I guess, one of the two folks watching. And someone just keeps on hitting my thing, or I'm hitting myself. Well, there you go. So yeah, you can mostly see that's how everything's gone so far. Everything's been good. Sorry for that cough. That still happens. Not really much I can do about it. You know. Now here's something that if you're getting small soft Windows 11, either of your reckoner met the oversight or you had to buy a new reckoner, whatever grounds was, there's this bug that makes the loudness shift off anytime you put it to sleep. So I had to set it to never sleep and only shift it off or shut it off, shift it off, you know, shift it off or shut it off is when I go, when I go to sleep. Until they send an update that heals that bug that does it. And that's the only flaw or bug that I had seeked in small soft Windows 11. You know, and yeah, there's films of folks saying, "Hey, you go and do this, go this setting and do that." And my reckoner doesn't behave the same way. Like all the settings don't work the same way that everybody else shows you how they work. You know, because they go in here and shift this on and shift this off. You do it, you can't shift it on, you can't shift it off. So, yeah, so much for that. But then again, I wouldn't really put any trust in these folks because they're not. Because these folks, it's like watching a film on someone who says this is what you do when you're Wayne or your Larley's doing this. But keep in mind, these folks don't really have any wisdom in the way of Larley's and Wayne's. So if you fuck something up, that's on you. So yeah, I really don't trust these folks a lot that make these films, you know. But anyway, beyond that, small soft Windows 11, is good. I know a lot of folks always like to overplay flaws, you know. In the days of 95 and 98, going into 2020 and XP and Vesta and 7, we had a lot of flaws and bugs that really never got healed. 8 and 8.1 were kind of all right, but they still had their fuck ups. And then 10 seemed to had everything right at the time. And 11 comes along, and yeah. And I hope that one day that when 12 comes out, and when 12 is going to come out, probably sometime in 2026 YL. So I hope my reckoner meets all the oversights to take on small soft Windows 12 when it comes out. Because they're going to probably still have the same inner working oversight that they set for 11. They're going to set it for 12. And if you meet 12, you're probably not going to meet third between when that comes out. And I got to have something to drink, and I'll have something to drink. Another thing I don't have to worry about is my reckoner having these lockups, and then it goes, and a lot of folks will say, "Oh, because your mic settings are fucked up. You need to go in and shift out your mic settings," what someone might say. And guess what? All tools forget does not undo a lockup. It doesn't do it on 10, and it doesn't do it on 11. The days where all tools forget could undo a lockup, well, they ended after 8.1. Now, if you get a lockup, well, you just got to do a hard shutdown. There's really nothing, no way around it. And those lighting, those kind of fuck up that happens with my HP Reckoner with small soft Windows 10, it would go through months where everything would be great. And then all of a sudden I go, like it's getting all lighted up or something. And there's going to be someone say, oh, the light settings are fucked up. You need to shift how it's running the lighting or some shit like that. Well, keep in mind that Reckoner was, repolished or whatever it was. It wasn't new, you know. So you knew there had to be some kind of flaw with it. It wasn't like you got it new out of the box or something. So yeah. But that one is being kept as a backup. It said, do you think your old Reckoner fan was broken? No. My old Reckoner's fan was not broken at all. I could hear that son of a bitch most of the time, forgive my speech, because it would go really hush and then be loud. Really hush and then loud. That thing was not broken. So no way. It was never broken. If it was, then it would be if it was, then it would, yeah. Well, guess what? Windows 10 will never say anything about what was making it do it. So no, I don't really know what was wrong with it to make it do that. You know. So you want to know what this Reckoner's flaw is, or at least what this flaw in small soft Windows 11 is? Well, don't put it to sleep. God forbid if you put it to sleep, because if you do, it's going to shut your speakers off. So I had to shift it to never go to sleep. And the only time that it's ever going to get any rest is when I have to shift it off or shut it off when I go to sleep until they send an update that heals that. And it seems to, yeah. It said Windows 10 sadly was made. It said need be made my Reckoner overheat. And that may have been a thing in the past that made the noises. For all you know, that could have been true. There were times where my Reckoner would be hush and other times it would be loud. So all you know, maybe it was having overheating hang up from time to time. I don't know. My new Reckoner, you can hear the fan, but it keeps that same hum. It doesn't shift its humness. So your guess is good as mine if there was something wrong with the cooling setting or the cooling tool or whatever, or the wind blower or whatever they have, and it was in there. And I think probably one of the flaws had to be that they only had one opening in the back. That's it. No room for others. This Reckoner in the back has at least 3 openings. So, yeah. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. It said, how old are you, Jordan? I'm 40 years old. Yeah, that's how old I am. I'm 40 years old. And you might call me the cheap offshoot of Natalie Tang or Anna Chia, whatever her name is. But they might get more watch time than me. They might have more followers than me, but I make more uploads than they do, though. Believe that. It said, oh my goodness. Skippy, I love you. Well, thank you for that, whoever that is. It goes, I got 4 folks watching now. So yeah, need be that may have been it. It said, you got, do you? Well, that would be Miss, Jordan Long to you, but thank you. Oh, there goes a burp now. Sorry for that, since it came out. How are you doing today? Hi, Skippy. I'm doing well, thank you. I'm doing very well. So, yeah. I'm doing very well. So now that may have been it. Yeah, getting back to what we were talking about before. Yeah, I think there may have been something wrong with the fan, and it may have been the grounds to why it did it. But here's the thing. It would only pull that stunt if you were watching something. That's the thing. That's when it would happen. It'd go through months. Everything would be great. You'd be watching something, and then it'd go on you like, yeah, like it was holding something against you. I used to think, God, great, got to full screen my films like that was doing it or something. Or I'd go crazy, and then I'd clean everything out of edge every once in a while. Then I'd clean things out of temporary fault, whatever that is, thinking, oh, well, that's clogging the shit up. No, you may have been right. You may have been right. But you know how 10 and 11 are like. They don't really tell you anything when anything wrong with them. It said one of my old reckoners would make this loudness every hot, and every time I worked it. On it, it'd go through months where it wouldn't do it. But then one day you'll be watching something, I don't know. It could be on YouTube, it could be a film, whatever you're watching, and one day that's when it would pull its stunt. As almost, it's almost if something like, and there was really no warning. Like, it wasn't like there was a warning, like you could know, oh, it's going to do this. And then I'd watch films about it, and folks would say, oh, your light settings are wrong. No, how about there's something not right with your cooling setup in there? Yeah, your guess is good as mine. It said, have you ever been? No, never been to lockup. Never been to Gaver Reich or never been to Gaver Reich Earldomer near lockup, and I never ever want to go there. Why are you asking me this for? I don't know why you're asking me that for. Do I have to hush and lock you? Are you going to be some troll out there that just wants to start something because you're bored and you see the interweb as your bullying and picking tool? Well, how about I just, make the choose for you? There. And if that knocks me back a digit, oh well, there. I guess I should make someone be the overseer of my shout out box in here. It won't let me now. Oh, here we go. I guess I will need that. There we go. Well, guess what? And now this thing keeps getting in the way, so I can't do it now. Well, I guess I'll go up here then. All right. Hopefully I'm helping making shout out box overseers of folks I can trust. If it shifts out, that's not true. I'll have to go and undo it. So Anyway, it is what it is. And I got 8 onlookers, 4 thumbs up. So at the end of the day, I really didn't lose much by hushing and locking that creep. Yes, those are all the dolls I have, at least the ones that are out, not the ones that are in boxes, you know. And some folks out there want to ask, they'll say, "Oh, Jordan, what do you think about your ownership and your double right of your work?" First off, don't care about my ownership or my double right of my work. You really think I can afford to go and get my films double righted and then yield the fee to have my films double righted? No. And why would I even care about my ownership and double right of my work? It would be hard for someone to say this was all their work. To say, oh, that's my room, that's my dolls, oh, that's my window, that's my bed. And I guess it would, yeah. Unless someone wants to make a fake flag. There are folks who do fake ownership and double right flags. It isn't a big thing like it once was, but it used to be a big thing. So, yeah, some folks care about their double right and their ownership. I don't. Because even if you have ownership and double right over your work, folks are still going to take your work. They're still going to do what they're going to do with it. And if there are folks who want to fair work your work, well, either you believe that their work meets fair work and you leave it alone, or you don't. So I don't want to get into that. You know, no, I'm sorry. I'm not wedlocked at all, Jordan says. Oh, I'm not wedlocked. Why? Because I don't think I'd make a good wife. I don't think I could follow all the wedlock oaths. So, no, I'm not wedlocked. Sorry. It goes, you can make yourself an overseer too. I already am the overseer of my shout out box. I already am. How do you think I hushed and locked that one troll that showed up and then asked me, was I ever in lockup? Um, you know, it said, can a well, what's this about? I guess anyone, you could make anyone an overseer if you wanted to, if you trusted them or not. If you're asking if I should make you an overseer in my shout out box, I don't know, because I don't really know you. So if I did and you took the upside, then I would have to undo it. Well, shit. Sorry. My mistake. I hit the wrong thing. My mistake. I hit the wrong thing. I meant to make you overseer and I hushed you, I locked you by mistake, so forgive me for that. You know, he said, I'm sorry about that. That was a mistake. I didn't mean to do it. Yeah. So that means everything that he wrote. No, I can make it show again. I go through and say show hidden words. There you go. It's all back. Well, someone, if I want to show that, oh shit. Oh, guess what? He's done. It looks like it's someone I had. It looks like someone I hushed. So there you go. Yes, computer is the Hellenish borrowed word. Reckoner is the English word for it because it reckons, it thinks. So, yeah. And I still have one bind that sadly, I got one bind, which is never ever going to be, one bind that's no, I don't have a Discord. No. Every time I want to make one, it keeps on saying, oh, well, your wire's been taken. Your step word has been taken. So, no, I don't have a Discord. I'm sorry. And then knowing them, I'll probably get hushed and locked because they don't like the way that I go and playing Jordan Long on their website. And they'll think it goes against their followership oversight. So, no, I don't have it on there. It said, you're here, it said, and it goes, someone else wrote down, and on putting, it said, on looking, putting out, it said that borrowed word is seeking to work them less often and really know where to start. Well, it's a goal. Not everyone has to do it, but it's just a goal I did myself. It's a goal I started doing about 26 between while, really starting 27 between while, and just kept going ever since. It goes, can we be friends or something? Yeah, if you want. You can make or only add us as a, yeah, I can only make or take off overseer. That's it. Yeah, there's just two set. Yeah, all I can do is make someone an overseer, but I also I can take them off as overseer too. That's it. Those are the only, and you get to choose between the standard or the main, and that's about it as far as what they give you. Now I don't know about the mates. Need be they got more over. Maybe they got more settings and tools when it comes to that a non-mates do. I don't know. And the funny thing is that that things being hushed and locked on other folks' live streams have to be done by them or their overseers. They're, it's, but you should never fully entrust it all to your overseers. I think some of these folks, that's what they do. They just make folks overseers and say, okay, knock yourself out. I don't want to worry about the shout out box. And then you get someone who gets in their head that, like, I like to write big runes, right? And there'll be someone that doesn't like that and will think you're yelling at them. Well, if you're yelling at them, if you're yelling at them, where the hell is that row with the dot at the end at? You know what I mean? So, yeah. And you'll have someone like that will. So, these folks all got their own little things. These folks run crazy on their own because I think some of these folks just don't care what they do. They're like, oh, they'll handle my shout out box for me. Whatever they do is up to them. Oh yeah, you washed your hands of them, didn't you? Well, not me. So whatever's going on, you know, I'm not one of those folks that just says, okay, all right, you're overseer. Here's a shout out box. Do what you want to do. I don't give a shit. Because you know, that's how some of these folks behave like. Not all of them, but some of them do. It said Jordan's talking. It said, I like your gathering. Well, thank you. It said you craft a. It said you craft yourself a, and I guess discord, but I guess the English word for that would be to stop, to end. You craft yourself a reckoning. You and Froggy and me and the other guy and talk more. Well, I told you it never works. You see, every time I want to make a reckoning on that website, it keeps telling me that my step word has already been taken. My wire has already been taken. So yeah, and I only got so many step words I can come up with, and so many interweb wires that I have. So what do? Make a new one, or do I take my Outlook? Because you know, if I take my Outlook and I put it in there, they'll probably say that was already taken, or say the step word wasn't good. So you know it's not going to work. It said, "How are you doing today, Jordan?" I'm doing well. Anything I can talk to you about? Well, anything you want to talk? Well, anyway, so someone on here had a belief that it was the fan, the wind maker, in my HP Reckoner with Windows, small soft Windows 10 that was overheating. And that was why it was doing that shit from time to time. Because some folks say one of the flaws of Windows 10 could be that some reckoners like to overheat. And need be that was what's happening to mine from time to time. It says making a one night. It said make it might help you give controls so you could give your reckoning to folks you trust. Well, you never know who you can trust, you know. To be earnest with you, you can never truly get away from anyone when it comes to trolls or bullies or whatever you want to call them. You know, that's how it is when you're out there and you got folks who see the interweb as nothing more than their playground where they can bully and troll because they say it's the interweb and it's not true to them. They don't take it earnest enough. So yeah. It says, click here. I don't know about that. Talk to us. About what? Now, so there's this website that you just gave me a hook up to or a feed up to, and I don't know what it is. So I'm not going to go on it. It says, well, yeah, I guess you could do that, but I don't got that setting. See, I'm a non-mate, so only mates could do that. And I don't think I could. Because I think if I did go to someone else's stream, it would most likely kick me out of my stream and my live stream if I went on to watch someone else's stream. Well, it would just kick me right out of mine. It would end my stream. So I'm sorry I can't do it. Because leaving a stream like that would be ending it. Even if I had a link to go somewhere else, it'd probably just end my stream right there, is what it would do. It said, me, it's in your web seeker. Yeah, Need be, but I'm not need be. But no way am I going to do that because anytime, because I got this, if I do that and I go to watch someone else's live stream or whatever, and it ends my stream, then I'm going to be not happy. So I don't know. Does it open another link? Does it open up another tab? I guess it opens another tab. It probably opens another tab to someone else's live stream where they give you I guess that's what it does. But how could I be watching someone else's stream and then be doing my stream at the same time? I don't know. I never did that before. I'm sorry. It said, because I don't know. Because I don't know what it would do. Because you know how sometimes if sometimes if you go into your own stream, you open a tab and go back to your own stream and sometimes it ends it. Well, I don't know if that's what's going to do. So I don't know what it's going to do. It said, well, it need be, hopefully it opens another tab. But knowing my luck, it'll probably send me to someone else's stream and it'll probably end up kicking me out of mine, ending mine when I didn't want to end it. So oh, I know that setting. It makes it where folks can see each other's live stream as it's going on. But let's see if it's going to do that. Folks can see each other's live stream as it's going on. All right. So let's see if it's going to do that. All right, so it worked. Folks can see each other's live stream as it's going on. All right. Let's see if it's going to do that. All right, so yeah, it works. So, in other words, it just mostly gives you watching someone else watching your live stream. So, in other words, it's you watching through their reckoner or their web shooter watching your live stream. So, if you want to watch your live stream while you're live streaming, I guess from someone else's reckoner, I guess web shooter, I guess, then I guess the tool works. So I seeked it out to see how it ran, and it did good. It said I wouldn't be with those trolls in that. No, I would not. And sadly, I already had to hush and lock someone from my live stream earlier who was asking me, was I ever in lockup? Was I ever in Gaver, Reich, Earldoman near lockup? And the answer would be no. So I don't even know why someone wanted to ask that for. It says, I don't know. It said those trolls are watching the stream through Froggy's stream. Well, then there's really not much I can do about it because Froggy's the one that has running lead over his fairway. And he's the only one that can do something about it. I can't because this is my fairway and that's his. So he's got run as only he can do something about it. I cannot. It'd be like saying, oh, well, someone's bullying her and someone's doing some of them fairway. What's up to them? I can't do anything about it. So even if they are, it's like big deal. But sadly, I can't do anything about it because that's his fairway, not mine. He's the only one that can hush and lock. He's the only one that can flag or whatever because that's his fairway. It says, I think he wants to speak to you, be mean. It said, I think Froggy has good front. Well, yes, I'm guessing he does. But keep in mind, I only got running lead over my fairway, and he's only got running lead over his, and I'm so and I'm so. You know, you can make someone an overseer of your shout out box, but that's about it. You know, so yeah, if they're doing so well, I've dealt with a lot of bullies and trolls, whatever you want to call them, for many years, and a lot of them I hush and lock them. I don't talk about them anymore. I don't watch their films, either be uploads or lives or shorts. I don't read anything they leave. I just hush, lock them, and clean it away. So if someone out there is angry that I hushed and locked them, well, they know what they said. It said, well, you could send a link, you could send a feed, and all that would really do is just send you to their fairway of them watching your live stream through their fairway, through their reckoner, through their web shooter, like I did. You know, that's all it really does. You know, but it's not like sharing. I can't share feeds. You know, like I can't. You know, it's not like Google Hangout or Google Meet or Microsoft or Smallsoft Teams. You know, it's not like Skype where you can have more than one folk on there. I don't have that tool that can do it. And so sorry, I don't. So forgive me for that. It's on like you choose wrong one before. No, I just went into it and it was my live stream, watching it through your watching it as if you would be seeing my live stream, as if I was watching it through Froggy's, web shooter through his reckoner. That's what that was. I think that's all that tool does. You know, it said, how do you talk to us? We're talking right now on the live stream. So that's how we're talking right now. So I don't need to be sending feeds to anything because I'm talking to you right now. So I don't need to be doing any of that. It said in the word talk. Yeah, it's a word talk. Yeah, it's a word talk. That's what it is. Yeah, all I have is YouTube or UA, Twitter, or Gil. That's it. I don't have any other websites. So that's the only other way it's going to go. So I'm sorry. It said, I watched Jordan's Fairway on UA. Why does Froggy work live? It said, and Froggy likes to work the StreamYard. Oh, haha. StreamYard, I don't know. Who knows? But to my understanding, I went through the feed, and really what it was just me seeing my live stream, but seeing it the way that someone would be seeing it, like the way that Froggy or his handle would have been seeing it through his reckoner for his web shooter. And it just kept skipping on over again where the same shit was being said. So that's all it was. It says, so yeah, there was a link, there is a feed that Froggy put on the fairway. You go on it, and yeah, and that's what it shows you. It's not like sharing feeds, you know. It's not like making it a team talk. I don't have that tool or setting. A mate need be has it, but a non-mate does not. So if that's the kind of tool you're thinking of, well, I don't have it. And I think that Froggy or whoever is either getting irked with, either is not happy that the only way that we can talk is either through Gil or Yue. It says, yeah, I know. Well, that's all I know. Sorry for that yawn. Not really much I can do about it. You know, not really much I can do about that yawn. That happened. I know when Gabrielle, my god sister, yawns like that, godmother Zena makes a big deal out of it. She says, "Oh, you're so loud, you're the loud, your yawns or your whatever are loud." You know, it's that understandable yawn. Well, tell it to my god sister Gabrielle who yawns, and my godmother Zena says they're like louder than they truly are. You know, she says Gabrielle gets right next to someone or behind someone and goes, whatever she does or something real loud. That's what she says. You know. So anyway, it is what it is. I got 6 watchers, 7 thumbs up. You know, had to hush and lock someone for my YouTube live stream. Why would someone ask you if you were in lockup? I don't understand that. No, I don't understand that. And the one who did is now hushed and locked themselves. So it is what it is, you know. And, you know, folks like to say that the inner, you know, it said, I sorry trolls. Yeah, it is what it is. So I don't have to worry about him or her anymore, you know. And then someone saying, oh, I took their right to free speech away. No, I did not. I'm not the lawmote. I'm not the Gabber, Reich, or the Mynheer Lawmote. I didn't take your right of freedom away from you. I took your gift of saying it on my fair way away from you, but you still have the right to free speech. Because you know how trolls and bullies get like. And I'm just going to be done talking about them because that's what they want. They want you to talk about them. They want you to do something. I think there was a hater trolls asking about that. Why? Who knows? Well, need be they may have been. I don't know. Or they thought that they could get me to say or do something that they could work with. Oh, something is flaggable. I don't know. You know how there are folks out there. Well, going back to 2020 YL, I did a live stream once with my fellow friends. They're all dolls, by the way. And it was a Tuesday night, I think. And we were out and then it gets flagged. But luckily I had a warning, so I didn't lose my good standing. So you know how there's someone out there that says, hey, let's give him the rope. Let's see if he hangs himself or she hangs herself with it. You know, I don't know. Whatever their grounds were. It said there was a hater troll. Sorry. I don't know free speech. And they think they're really harass. Well, so when I was on Twitter or Gil, there will be folks that if you But they bully you and they pick on you or troll you, whatever you want to call it. You hush and lock them. They'll say shit like, oh, well, grown-ups don't hush and lock. That's right. Because we all know grown-ups bully and troll and pick on folks. That's right. And they were giving me shit for doing the grown-up thing. So, yeah, I guess they were just self-casting because I guess they were the ones that were behaving like that and wanted to make me think that I was in the wrong for it. Well, anyway, it is what it is. I don't really don't care about it now. It's done with. And I wonder if I get someone if I can get someone else on my YouTube live stream before I end it. Okay, let's see. We got anyone in the bag? All right, we're gonna get Sonic from Sonic 1 and Sonic 2. Well, oh, shift around. Oh, okay, yeah. So, Jordan, I'm on your YouTube live stream. Well, yeah, and you were on my film, I believe, earlier today when we were talking about my badly made, cheaply made web shooter that came with my Reckoner. It came with my American Megadis Reckoner with small soft Windows 11. Yeah, that was me. And you know where I came? You came from Ollie's. Good stuff, good things cheap. Yeah, because you all know that. Yeah, that's right. Well, didn't you get Avro Eggman? Yeah, I got him, but I got him from Walmart like months ago. You know. Yeah. So anyway, you know there's going to be some folks out there. They're going to yes. Oh God, I don't go clean my glasses now. I got shit on them. And then watch. I'll go clean my glasses now. I got shit on them. You cannot put a live stream on still. You cannot. Yeah, yeah. Sorry, Gabrielle. I'm sorry. Ain't that loud? All right. I'm back in now. And sadly, you cannot put a YouTube live stream on still, unlike a upload, if your web shooter tool gives you the setting to do it. Yeah, you can't do that, Sonic says. There's no way, Jordan, you can do something like that. Yeah, I don't know how these folks that like to skim and cut and clean their films deal with it. They're probably like, oh shit, I can't cut any of this out until the film uploading for days. Yeah, that's probably what they do. You know. So you know how that goes. They'd probably be like, oh shit, there's something I gotta cut out now. Well, it is what it is, not really much you can do about it. Yeah, and it happens a lot. And guess what? The things they tell you that will clean your glasses and not making more of a sty on them are like, you can work a shirt. Yeah, and half of the time my glasses just make the shirt makes my glasses more styed than they already were before. And it's like, no need. What you clean them with, you'll always flaw them. You always besmirch them in some way. And they'll say, oh, well, they were never meant to be cleaned up by that way. It's almost if everything you're doing is the wrong way or something. Yeah, I guess so, Sonic says. I guess so. Well, anyway, Jordan, I just want to say that it's a good YouTube live, a good U way or U side, U whole, live stream that you're doing. Oh, and I just burped, Jordan says. I just burped. I only burped. Sorry about that. Yeah. And there's always going to be someone out there, Jordan, that goes, oh, well, you don't give them anything to work with. Well, bullies and trolls and haters, everything is something for them to work with. If it's not one thing, it'll be something else. But that makes my films lifelike. And I'm sorry for any of that happens in my films, but that's true life. And if some folks don't like that, well, they can always go watch someone else's films where it's all skim cut and cleaned. Yeah, I know that. So, all right, I never asked you this, Sonic, but who is the fastest? If you had to fight between the Flash and Speedy Gonzalez, which one you think would win? We're all fast. I think it would be a tie between all of us. It'd be stalemate because I think all three of us would probably win, truly would win. But why would be running against each other? Yeah. It says, I don't know, because no one ever asks, how fast all these over good doers are. No one ever says, no one ever says how fast they are, and if they would fight someone else who was fast, would they win? I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. And I got to get going now. All right. I'll see you around. Before I end this film, there is someone else from Action 52 or Work 52 called Micro Mike or Small Mike. He runs so fast he crashes into things and dies. And James Roof said it wouldn't be bad. This wouldn't be bad if Micro Mike would flow the fuck down. So yeah. So anyway, it is what it is. All right, I guess it's about time for me to end my live stream. Sorry for that burp. And I'll see you around. If you like what you're watching, then follow me over here at the Jordan Long Fairway. Watch the other film I made this morning over here. And I'll see you all tomorrow with a new film with my take on Natalie Tang and Anna Chia. Which they might get more followers than me, but I make more uploads than they do. Goodbye.